The real clap.
Cut off the fucking whole front
Just cut up the
chunk of that.
cut up the whole.
And just
cut off the whole croissant.
Yeah,
Croissant.
that's like such a dope fucking sound. Like, did you watch Dune 2 yet?
Of course.
Yeah, so you
I
know,
thought
like
it
the
I'm on the-
Sardaukar fucking throat like singing that they took from was it the Mongolians that do it or the Tibetans? I don't know.
That's how they sung. I don't remember that shit. I
You know,
must have
you,
fell
like
asleep.
you hear them when they go, you know,
Man, that shit. Yeah. I think I remember that.
yeah.
How fucking high do you think that writer was when you wrote?
Bro, how high do you look? You're like,
I'm high,
you're
bro. I only slept like 3 hours. You know what I was doing last night? I was working.
Working.
I was working for my company.
Why?
Cause we're we're doing this migration fucking thing, bro. Like this, so I don't know we're like migrating the animals from South Africa to fucking.
For moving from one app to the next, that's
Yeah.
always fun, and it's not a clean fit, obviously,
Never,
bro.
bro.
That's the majority of my time,
And we're working.
for the past 5 years of migrations.
We're working with these motherfuckers from France or like what? They're from Montreal or Quebec City,
And they're very particular, aren't they?
And they're very just like this.
Anal retentive.
This is how.
Relax your anus.
This has got to happen today.
Yeah,
got to
bro.
happen yesterday
Yeah, like-
because someone is gonna die if it doesn't.
Yeah, dealing with the Quebecois sometimes is so bloody annoying.
It's
Like,
ridiculous.
But at the same time, they also kind of keep you on your game because they're so fucking demanding sometimes.
yeah, no, fuck them.
But also, there's like it's to the point of it's unreasonable.
Yeah,
some
they
of their
got
ass.
you got one.
You
of
gotta
the,
nip that shit at the bud, bro. You gotta be like, yo, it's not in scope. Nope, you didn't pay for that. Nope, we're not talking about it.
Not even what it's like. I think it's just this one dude that's just a fucking psychopath. Bro. This one.
There's always one. There's always one.
There's always this
There's
one.
always one, bro.
And I think it's because he's out there. Like I think most of the team is most of their team is in like the Cayman Islands and shit. He's the only one that's stuck in Montreal.
So he's yeah.
So he's just by himself, fucking trying to pull shit together, and everyone else is enjoying the sunshine and rainbows and
bro.
and the rain even too. Fucking.
So that fuck, man, bringing work at home and just trying to run that on a Saturday.
Because I fucking left for 6 days and everything just like
went to shit. Oh man. And you didn't access any emails or anything, which is
and hell no. When I was
which
out
is
there,
good.
I
That's a
couldn't
good.
even.
Yeah, that's good.
I
That's
couldn't
good
even,
because you were
bro.
just remote.
I'm in that fuck.
You're in the bush.
I'm in that trash ass like freedom,
bro. You're
freedom
fuck,
signal.
man.
I didn't get any bars out there, bro.
Nah, no bars, which is good. It's good to be forced.
Man, I
to
pay,
unplug.
bro. I pay $100 a month for my phone bill, and I get that $15 service, bro.
$15 service.
$15 a month service. Like it's bad. Like my service is trash. It's only good. In
I
the
see what
city.
you're saying. Right?
It's
Is it
only good
Freedom?
in
What
the
is it?
city. Freedom, yeah.
Dude, if you're paying $100,
Because
get
my phone.
Rogers. What are
Because
you
my phone.
doing,
My
bro?
phone. I'm on a.
Oh, you're on a plan.
I'm on a plan.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're fried, bro.
Which is fine. Whatever.
Nah, bro.
But it's good because
man.
how often do I leave the
Yo,
city?
for a finance guy, you know what I mean? For a guy that has a finance background, bro, took an
$100 a month,
bro. But
for
bro,
the
you're
new
locked
iPhone
in
15?
with a shitty network and you can't move around, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, again, like how often do I leave the city, bro? Like I only leave the city for.
I guess.
For
No, but wait,
fucking
so yeah, like I get like you're
whores and
you're
cocaine.
unplugged. You're unplugged and it's sick, but at the same time, because I had a bad habit of that, like of going away for like vacay and like just I gotta check my email.
No, fuck that shit.
You know what I mean? Like
I don't get paid.
I had to kind of learn. I had to unlearn that.
Yeah,
But
100%.
yeah, you definitely.
Well, like why?
That's
Like
the
why?
risk.
Like why? So it's just to make
Well, no,
it
to
so you
ensure
have a
that
softer landing when you come back.
well, number one, yeah. Well, now it's just like I'm still plugged in, but unless it's an emergency, okay, I'll just toss that to when I come back, you know.
Yeah,
Because like depending on the project, bro, I'd rather just have that peace of mind. I'm like, okay, yeah, the ship's still afloat. It's not sinking. Like they didn't hit an iceberg. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, but now, yeah. So, yeah, I that's the value in that. But obviously, the disadvantage is obviously you go overboard, and then now your body's somewhere else, but your mind is still plugged in, and that's also not good, right? Because it defeats the purpose.
And that's why drugs are very useful. So for everyone that's out there listening to this on this 23rd episode of the YMP podcast, if you're out and about and you're grinding on work and you need some help on the late nights, Adderall is great. Xanax is great too.
Yes, we are promoting drug use in our podcast. Toss in a little bit of LSD as well. You know what I mean? Some mushrooms,
steroid
and
cream in a shot.
Yeah,
A little bit of
exactly.
fucking
Just to inject some testosterone, some like Mexican steroids, bro, that you bought.
Oh yeah, mixing some vitamin D and some fucking omega-3 pills in there.
Just
and
grind
you're
up some
balling.
B12 and just sniff a fucking line of B12, bro.
Just fucking you look like fucking Walter White, bro.
Yeah,
Make yourself look like Walter. Just shave your head too while you're at it. Fuck it.
Woo. So
the
how
fuck
was it?
happened?
How was Newfoundland anyway?
Dude, Newfoundland's sick, man. Newfoundland is
Beautiful,
so sick.
Were you facing the
I would
Atlantic,
never
or were you
live there.
facing like the Bay of Fundy?
I don't even
Like,
know.
were
what
you
the
near
fuck it is
water,
there.
or is it?
I was near water.
Yeah. So
on the
were you-
west
was
side.
it the Atlantic or on the west side?
It was on. Well, no.
Isn't that
it
the Bay
was
of Fundy? Is my Canadian
the Bay?
geography off?
Yeah, I was facing the Bay.
Yeah.
No, I was facing I was facing Quebec basically. I was on the stretch where
You're
I
on
was
the other
facing-
side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Quebec
yeah.
was. You could see it on the far distance. Fucking ping pong shot, but yeah, it was sick, man. We went to Gros Morne. It's a national park over there. Bro, there was this one part of the trip that was just so real, bro. It was like the tectonic plates when they move and they break the earth apart. So we went to this lake it was like I guess it's a lake, yeah, between like the two tectonic plates splitting, and it was called fuck, I don't even know what it was called, but it was beautiful. It was sick.
What was it? Just a body of water?
No, it was like two mountains. So like there was a body of water, and then
Yeah.
like let's
pull it up. Let's see
pull
what
it
it
up.
looks like.
the fuck does it look like, bro? I don't even know. Right here, Gros Morne tectonic plates lake tour.
Was this?
This one,
Take a look.
yeah,
Continental drift.
Continental drift. This shit was ride.
I see.
Yeah, so walking, we
So
did a
you
boat
walked the
tour.
trail. Oh, you did a boat tour.
Yeah, through it.
Cool.
You can like hike it too if you wanted. You can camp on it. It takes like, I don't know, like 15 hours or something like that. Bro, that's
there bare
another thing
people?
too. There was a lot of people. There's a decent amount of bro, I think I've seen more people on this boat than I have just like in the fucking towns, the barangays, just you know, going back and forth
What
to and
what
from.
kind of people were there? Like who were?
The dirtiest of Canadians, bro.
Yeah,
Just
like
they all sound like this.
they almost sound.
Can I get a lobster roll?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I don't even know.
Those are
bro.
Canadians, bro.
No, they're
Shout
real
out them, man.
Bro,
Those are
there's
some real Canadians out there in Newfoundland, bro.
Some rocky Canadians, man.
Yo,
Some
some
fucking white.
some rocky Canadians.
Yeah, bro.
What do you mean?
I
What does
don't
that
even
mean?
know.
Go into
Some
that.
fucking
Dig into that a little bit.
Algonquin Canadians, man.
Algonquin with it.
So
Is that the tribe that was out there?
That's the vibe I
Is that
got.
what yeah, that's a vibe.
Like these are the motherfuckers that were in the Hudson Bay, bro, back in the fucking 1700s.
Here I am. I'm thinking that like the tour guy is just telling, I'm pretty sure the Algonquins are around Algonquin Park, bro.
Oh yeah, but they're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, they're cut from the same cloth. Yeah, for sure.
These
But
motherfuckers.
like these tribes went to war with each other, man.
Yeah,
Like,
they did.
It's
They
actually
fucking-
like before the Europeans came, it was like
it was messy.
the barbarianism that was happening on this continent, bro, was wild. But
Then they
that's a
also had
different
the Hudson
conversation.
Bay, which I found out recently is a Canadian company, bro. I thought that shit was American, but yeah, they
Actually,
yeah.
that's the oldest. That was the oldest. Bro, you didn't pay attention in elementary school at all.
I never paid attention to that shit, nah. But that's the vibe I got from those folks over there, man. There was one dude in particular, man. While we were getting some food at this fucking little spot, and I didn't know what the hell he was saying. He was on
those
shit, man.
Shout out those people because those are the true like their grandparents, their great grandparents, all the way down are Canadian.
Yeah,
Like,
them motherfuckers, their grandparents.
pioneer fucking
Yeah, they were in the Hudson Bays, bro.
100%.
Yeah, they were trading
They're
fur
out
with
here
the
trading
natives.
fur, like
Yeah.
getting these beavers. You know what I mean?
And now
That's
they're-
what the Husband Bay Company was all about.
what it
Was
was.
getting like that's what actually what led to mass colonialism here initially. What made people money was beavers,
trading garbs.
brother. Like because like the hats that they like that people can get out of that
Fire.
It was
Loud as fuck.
It was the hottest thing in Europe at the time. You know.
God damn. That imported rare beaver skin, bro. And that's another thing too, bro. I had an epiphany. I was so high one day, bro. I was so high one day on one of the days out on this trip. because I saw a couple motherfuckers that were just like taking pictures of like birds, like
And they have these
bird
intense ass
watchers.
cameras that were basically cannons, right?
And I was like, bro,
Those are like 20,000, 30,000.
yeah,
They're expensive.
They're
Those lenses
expensive.
are fucked.
you know who ran that? I have no research or any digging into this at all, but I'm willing to bet the creator of Pokemon was one of those dudes, and he got so high and was like, "Yo,
yeah.
I'm gonna make this an anime."
Yeah.
And look at Pokemon now, bro. I'm willing to bet 100%
There was a
that
video
motherfucker was a
game,
bird watcher.
literally that. Don't you remember that game where you would just like It was a Pokemon game. I forget what the game's called, but you're
Pokemon Go?
basically taking no, not Pokemon Go. This was like back in the N64,
Oh,
and you would go around and you're taking pictures. So I think
Yeah.
that's probably what it is.
I'm willing to bet that dude was
100%.
avid bird watcher, bro. Like the most bird watching of bird watchers, bro. Like this the filthiest fucking nerd when it came to that. Because like I could I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
So did you have any like Newfoundland specific like cuisine that was just like, okay, this is what?
Bro, we had a lobster roll,
Or shit?
and it was just like like I'm pretty sure they just
Lobster roll.
microwaved it.
Really?
Man, one of the things too that I was thinking, I was like, man, how the hell do they get anything anywhere in Newfoundland, bro? Like, how does this restaurant have just like a whole fucking menu of like meats and just like 50 items on the menu?
Yeah.
How the hell do they get like a fucking
Modern capitalism, brother.
Yeah, how the hell do they get like
Logistics.
chicken fingers out there?
Yeah, it's crazy. And like I bet you a lot of their fish, even though it's like an island, a lot of their fish is probably imported.
Dude,
Yeah.
I saw the wildest shit at this one. Bro, it was the most surreal thing. It was like a hybrid of a grocery store, a gas station, and a golf course.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro, they had 3 in 1. They'd like to do hybrid shit.
Probably
like that.
family run.
Family run.
Been in the generations and
Which is
generations.
Wild because like I'm pretty sure the people that were working there that day didn't realize that they had a golf course, bro. It was a mission trying to get that set
Wait,
up.
what?
We just said yeah, they had a golf course.
People that were working there didn't know that they had a golf course?
Bro, we were dealing with one person that was working customer service, and she was like, "A golf course? I don't know. I gotta ask the rate." Like she didn't know what the rates were.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
was
she
just like-
knew.
yeah.
Like,
Well, no, she did. Like she did. Like I don't even know. She had to ask someone if they had a range, like a
Yeah.
driving range, where you could just like
Yeah.
hit the fucking ball, right?
so, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, Newfies. Yeah, bless
fucking
their hearts,
Newfies,
man.
man.
I
Bless their
fucking love Newfies. I don't know if you remember in 3045, right? Each like basically we grew up in the street called Queen Frederica in Mississauga, right? For our 109 subscribers now, we dropped 2, bro.
oh
Damn.
fuck!
But anyway, so each building along that there's basically like a series of apartment buildings, right? Maybe like what 6, 7 of them, but each of the buildings basically had like a dominant culture on that building. So our building, a lot of Filipinos, right? The next building was kind of a mixed bag, but a lot of white people. And then the next one after that, also a lot of white people, but it was more so the Newfie building, bro. So there was a Colombian building that was like right after that. But the Newfie building, I had a friend that like that's how I got introduced to Newfies, bro. I just remember they did things a very particular way. You know what I mean? And
Some Mormon shit?
Some
Jehovah's Witness shit?
Not to be disrespectful, but like on some
They spit on your food type
bro,
shit.
like that's I feel like, am I wrong for saying like sometimes I see Newfies as like almost the like the trailer park boys of Canada.
Yeah,
That's the kind of like vibe that particular building was like.
they don't brush their teeth.
I knew bro, I lived through the trailer park boys from that building. My boy that was like my age, his name's Josh Noseworthy. I still remember his. I probably shouldn't dox this guy, but I wonder where the fuck that Josh Noseworthy's at.
Josh
nowadays.
knows.
But shout out Josh. He was my first Newfie friend on Queen Fred, and he
That's
put me on
crazy.
game with the Newfies, bro. And I remember watching Trailer Park Boys. I'm like, God, yo, this is basically that.
Yeah.
Bro. There's a lot of shit that I like that were like just a lot of drug use, and I don't necessarily know if they were all Newfies, but I know his family were Newfies, and like there were a bunch of other kids that were also Newfies on there. But yeah, no, like hard, like what is it? What do they call it? Salt of the earth, good, hardworking people. But
Got it.
just like us from the Philippines, and that's why I think looking back at it now, it's relatable because we are also kind of we are the rednecks of the Philippines too,
True.
kind of where we come from, right?
We are also inbreds.
Yeah, well, that's facts.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they keep it hairy in Newfoundland, man. They keep it fucking hairy.
Yeah, exactly. And,
Yeah.
and there's something to respect about that.
There is. Yeah.
Just for the
100%.
fact that they are also like just like the Quebecois, as annoying as they are, the true Quebecois, like those are the true like those are Canadians.
They're
like
Canadian.
I'm Canadian, you're Canadian, you were born in Canada, but like there's a difference there, 100%.
Yeah, they're nice as hell over there too, man. Like they weren't shook at all that we had an interesting group dynamic going on too. There was one Sikh dude, there's another dude that was like
Turban or no turban?
Turban,
Turban,
with the turban.
all the way.
Yeah, all the way.
Yeah.
And like there's
Born here or
no, from
yeah.
I don't know actually. I don't know if he was born here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question. But and then there's just we had 3 brown dudes and then 3 Asian dudes, so it's just like walking around. We got a bunch of looks, but like every time we talked to someone, it was like a pleasant conversation.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Yeah,
Newfies are dope.
Oh, hey, bro, it was interesting, man. There was I guess a bunch of people over there just getting their PR and shit. But I saw this one Filipino dude that was like, it was kind of like that same place with the hybrid between the golf course and the gas station. So there's one Filipino dude working the kitchen there.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, man, this looks like a scene out of that movie, that Get Out movie.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Did he have that glazed over look in his eyes?
Yeah, he looked a little glazed, man. He looked a little high, to be honest with you. I think he might have.
Oh, he's working in the kitchen. I think it was a fair bet,
and
bro.
he was with 2 just fucking the most pasty white fucking customer service.
Bless their hearts.
Bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. They were really nice people.
Yeah.
Let us fucking tear up that golf course.
Shout out Newfoundland, man. I got to visit. I've been meaning to really go out east because I've been out west, like all the way out west and like everything in between, but I haven't gone as like the furthest out east I've probably gone is Quebec City, probably.
Yeah.
And Quebec City is obviously beautiful, but I want to visit like Newfoundland, PEI.
The Atlantic's cool.
Yeah, exactly. There's some surfing out, bro. There's surfing out there, and like in Nova Scotia, there's a big surfing scene out there.
Oh,
you gotta wear that wetsuit. It's cold. That
cold
Atlantic water is cold as fuck. But
saw a glacier, bro.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I saw an iceberg.
Like as part of.
Hey, let me show you this
the boat tour.
This fucking picture. Oh wait, I don't know if I can actually, but I'll show you after. I took this fucking picture with a glacier, bro, with a fucking iceberg from the Arctic, and I was the only one because I was the only one man enough to go down the rocks.
Oh, so this is part of the trail.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking it was part of the boat tour.
We dedicated one day. We drove 3 hours to go iceberg hunting.
Jeez.
And fucking found an iceberg.
And then you found an iceberg, and then the other guys were just like,
no, well, everyone took pictures, but like I was the only one that
go
went
on there
down.
Yeah,
like because it was a pretty fucking slippery slope going down those rocks. Those rocks, those moss covered rocks with the fucking.
Isn't that crazy, bro? All the Great Lakes were essentially icebergs back in the day, and then it just melted, and then that's why all the Great Lakes are fresh water
today.
Because it's basically glaciers that were there, allegedly.
You know what I mean? Could have been fucking aliens too, bro. Could have been the same motherfuckers that built the pyramids, but just decided to be cold one day. Anyway, what the fuck else happened this week,
bro? While you were there, I was the trials and tribulations of babysitting, bro.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that. Folks know.
Yeah, man.
Vent to the folks, man. This is what podcasts are for.
Oh
man.
My
because let's
goodness.
get inside. I want to get deep inside.
So
I want to get deep inside. No condom.
Our cousin from the Philippines has been is now living with our parents in Mississauga, right? And so she has a daughter, and it's our goddaughter, and she's amazing. She's so much fun, but she's also a little bit like has a little separation anxiety, to say the least, right? So because I work from home, I'm meant to go there and watch her, right? And so like that first day, bro, was so brutal, man. She and the trippy thing is actually no, not the first day. Technically, it was like the third day because 2 days before the prior week is when our cousin started working, right? And so I actually, because like I didn't have a setup in Mississauga, so I brought her to Hamilton to watch her, and she was completely fine. She cried for a little bit before we left, but once we left, she was completely fine, right, the whole day, right, for both days, and then once I got my setup in Saga, right, on that, what day was that now? I don't remember. But anyway, the first day of this week where I had to watch her, bro, she just kept crying all morning. And she's like she's 4 now, right? So she just kept, like, when I say crying, I'm talking about like belting it out, bro. I was just like laughing. I'm like, yo, you have good cardio, man. Like, you got crazy lungs. You know what I mean? Okay, we could use that. You know,
hyperbolic time chamber.
But at one point, and at this point, like, she's basically on the phone with with everyone, like with her grandmother, her aunt, and Jess, like our sister.
She likes to rally the troops.
Oh my gosh! So I'm like, okay, she's gonna cry. I got a meeting to go to. So I go upstairs. I do my meeting, bro, and she's just downstairs, and she's just crying the entire. So I know that she's there by the fact that she's crying. I could hear it, right?
No, you're good.
I'm like, oh my, I'm like, yo, chill, like, and then eventually, after like what was it, 3-4 hours of just direct meetings, and like every so often I would go down, see what she's doing, like, make sure she's drinking water or whatever. But she's crying this entire time, bro. Like, there was no pause. There was maybe like a 10-minute pause where like where our cousin in the Philippines, her aunt, was just like keeping her entertained. But once, because like the time difference, they need to go to sleep too.
Yeah.
So once they got off the phone, bro, it came right back. And yeah, man, like even afterwards, like just like having it, basically she cried for like a good 4 hours each day I was watching her, which is basically half the day.
Hey.
And then yesterday, Dad had to watch her over the like on the Saturday. Yeah. Same deal.
Same thing.
So, brother, like she needs to work on that, to say the least.
I think the play with that, man, as fucked up as it sounds, because maybe this is a little like what's the word? This is a little luxurious for me to say, because I'm not fucking dealing
yeah,
with
exactly.
Well, I think the play might be to just let her fucking. She's got to stop at some point.
Keep going.
She's got to stop at some point.
Keep going.
You know, she's got to stop at some point.
What do you say? What are you suggesting? Just let her cry.
Let her fucking cry.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Just fucking let her
cry.
Why do you think I just let her down?
Stop.
I'm like, yo, you got to learn now. Okay, so step by step, my plan for next week, bro. You're not calling nobody.
Yeah. Take the phone away
each time.
Take that shit away from.
Each time I would check in with her, it's like, I want to call my mom. I want to call blah blah. Like our mom, right? She goes down the list, right, from her preferred to like least preferred. She goes all the way to you too. No, like that. I'm just like, do you want to call Leon Bogey? He's like, yeah. I'm like, no, he's working. Yo, so I'm just like, oh my god, it's funny to laugh about it now, but brother, I was just fucking
the heap of it.
Jeez, dog. I was just like, yo, I can't deal with this.
Have you tried that trick? You ever see those tricks where fucking the parents will cry with them and then they'll make them stop?
Yeah, you know what? I haven't tried that. Yeah. I'm gonna try that on Monday.
Just try to pretend cry with them. Be like, yeah, you know how annoying it is. Now you can see.
Yeah. No, but definitely, I think the main thing I'm gonna work on this week with her is just like, yo, you're not allowed to call. You're not calling nobody.
Yeah, you gotta
learn how to self-soothe, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because bro, if this doesn't get worked on and like you know, with intent, school's gonna be a nightmare, bro. Yeah. And good luck dealing with that, because you're gonna have to deal with it. I'm not dealing with no teachers, bro. So like, you know, it's been a ride. It's been a, you know, like, because this is the thing. My main initial reaction, like what I want to react as, like, shut the fuck up.
Shut your
like, on some
mouth.
On some dad shit.
Yeah.
On some dad, like raising my voice, you know what I mean? And it's just like taking that moment to be like, no, let's not do that, because it's just gonna. It's not. I don't want to scare her.
She'll be done with Canada at that point.
Yeah, exactly. But like, it takes that discipline to just like not fucking just go into it, because she's also I gotta show her some grace on that. She's also adjusting. She's a fucking 4-year-old kid, but at the same time, it's like, yo, no, you're not gonna get everything that you want. You know what I mean? And I think that's part of the problem. But that's part of the reason why we're here right now, right? She always got everything she wanted back home.
Right. Not today.
So yo, I just so that you should experience it, bro. I encourage you to, you know, take a day that you're working from home.
I should, but I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know if I'm going to take you. That sounds like a very attractive offer, my friend. But I don't know. I might have to.
It takes a village, bro. You gotta take your. You gotta do your part.
I do my part. I go in there and we fucking play hopscotch and shit together. You know? No, I do the easy stuff, man. I do the easy lifting. You know. That's interesting. Yeah, man.
Just told me you and Maisie offered to fucking come through and help on it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, for sure. But I'm so far away, and I gotta, my leg's.
Oh my
fucked.
gosh, man.
My leg's fucked.
I was joking with mom. I was just like, yo, now I understand why he beat us.
Yeah, we were annoying little.
And then once mom came home, because obviously mom's talking shit. Like, bro, I was getting cheesed at mom, bro, because she was just talking shit. So after a full day of just like dealing with that, or actually, so it was on the second day. So now this is going on just 2 days, and I was surprised because I'm like, yo, I was thinking I had more patience, but it's just like, no, that's something I got to work on, bro. Like I was just so fucking frustrated.
That's crazy.
That by the end of the second day, when mom came home, she was just like, you know how mom is, bro. Like she was just talking to Bella, basically talking. She's like, I can't believe, like, your godfather is so dumb. Like, I can't believe he would just like leave you down here by yourself, thinking that you have some mind to take care of yourself while he has meetings. Like, are you kidding me right now? What do you want? What do you expect me to do? What do you expect me to do? I'm just gonna cancel my meeting. Yeah, let's cancel my meetings. Like, so I don't have like an occupation anymore. Let's do that, right?
Oh my god.
So like that was just my gut reaction to just like to mom talking shit. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro.
Shut the fuck up to you and
basically,
Bella.
I was just like, yo, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fucking amazing.
Mom was getting on my nerves too, bro.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, hey, that's the new age of parenting, I think. That's where the meta shifting. You just got to make the kid realize, like, for themselves, like, how much of a retard they're being.
That's basically, she's might be slightly autistic, and I say that with all my love.
Yeah.
But we got to work someone to work on. That's all. In the moment, it's fucking frustrating.
She's going to snap one day and be like, why the fuck am I crying? Like, why am I still crying? I've been crying since 8 a.m. Like, why am I still doing that?
That's what I'm saying. And the crazy thing is, she can actually control it, though. That's the thing. These kids be devious, bro.
Oh, yeah.
What I mean by that is, like, I eventually, it was just like, okay, she stopped crying for a moment where I'm like, okay, now you got to come here because I can't leave you downstairs. Because why? Because that first day where like I like left her to just cry downstairs while I was doing because she was on the phone with everybody, right? Bro, by the time I was finished, when I went downstairs, I saw her fucking around with a door, like as if she was gonna like open the front door.
Sheesh.
Yeah. And I'm just like, what are you doing?
You wanted to walk back to Bunod, bro.
That's the other thing. It's just like the adjustment. I was telling him, like, yo, this isn't Bunod. You can't just like in Canada, we leave our doors closed because like in our hometown, we pretty much the doors are just wide open during the day. Everybody could just walk in and out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's obviously not like that here. So she's thinking that. So I saw her trying to like open the door. I'm like, hey. What are you doing? Like, do you want somebody to like take you here? That's what's gonna happen here, right? I was trying to scare her.
Yeah,
but yeah. So after that, I'm just like, no, I gotta I gotta keep you in the same room as me, but you gotta be quiet, right? So she starts crying right before I go into the next meeting. I'm like, hey, and she stops crying. I'm like, so you're telling me you're not crying out of like just you can't control your emotion. You're crying because you know that you get a response from it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like kids are smart, bro. They fucking know that I'm just gonna like just be a little shit and then get what I want.
Yeah.
No, not with me, baby. You know what I mean?
So did that meeting end up going?
No, she shut up.
She shut up the whole time.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
Like,
you give it one of those side eyes.
Like,
we'll beat that ass. Keep going.
Oh my gosh, so Bella, you're gonna watch this one day. And you're gonna have to remember how much of a little, just a reminder how much of a little shit you were, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Bella.
She's a fucking little bundle of energy, that one.
Jeez Louise.
Endless supply, man. Just endless.
But yeah, other than that,
feathered power.
Like, obviously, just on track with the marathon training, bro.
Yeah, man, we're back at it.
We're here, baby.
Man, it's great. When I was out there, bro, honestly, man, in Newfoundland, I was like,
did you get some runs in Newfoundland?
I did. I got a couple in. I got 3 in, actually. There was one that was rough, bro. We like ran around this.
You didn't put it on your Strava though.
I think I did. I think
did you put it on your Strava? Okay,
I might not missed it, but it's all good. That's another thing too, bro. I found out that Strava is like the new Instagram now. I think this is like the new
for the fit folk.
For the fit folk, man. Everyone's on that bitch.
Yeah,
Everyone's on it. It's fucking sick, man. It's a good app.
Cool.
It's a sick app. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, man. The fucking marathon training has is continuing, and we're what, like 3 months away now at this point. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah,
in the
pretty
context
much.
of that, because then the summer is just gonna fly by.
For me, is I just gotta trust the process, bro. I got a plan.
Yeah,
I gotta execute.
fucking.
How many times do you run a week?
I'll maybe run like 3 times,
3-4 times.
3-4 times.
Yeah, I think I'm running 4 times a week actually. But the Sunday's light. Like Sunday, like today, I think it's just 2 miles.
Yeah,
shit like that.
I run with a girlfriend too, so they're pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah.
know,
Do you know what
really
pace you're
pushing.
trying to go for?
For the marathon?
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't even thought of pace, bro. I'm just going for
You're
completion.
just trying to go for completion. eh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just
My
like-
psychotic mind is just like, yo, if I can get it, like I want to obviously complete it, but while I'm doing it, let's see how
See how far you could
how
push.
far you could actually push it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you stay on a training regimen and shit, and you're progressively getting, adding on that, or I guess reducing that run by 10 seconds every single time.
yeah. I'm gonna see, because it looks like my pace has kind of like equaled out, but I haven't done any long runs yet, so I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to sustain that particular pace, because I'm gonna see what my race pace actually is, and I don't think I'm gonna know that until I actually do some longer runs.
Dude, the shoes have been good, man.
The shoes are actually
Shoes are
that
fire.
has been huge.
So what I've been doing is I've really been focusing on my technique on
staying on the front.
staying on the front.
Yeah.
Staying in the front,
Yeah.
kind of mid area a little bit.
Yeah,
Keeping the heels up,
exactly
right? And if
Spring.
I get tired,
Spring, yeah,
if I get tired, then I'll switch to heel toe.
Right.
Like, just heel strike.
right.
For a little bit.
For a
And
little
the
bit.
heel strike feels so good because of the shoe.
Yeah,
It feels like I'm walking on a cloud, bro, or I guess running on a cloud.
right.
And then when I'm good, and I kind of use it as an opportunity too to kind of like stretch my calf, because I feel like if I'm on my toe for too long, it's kind of like it's tight on my calf area,
Right, yeah.
So I use
That
opportunity.
definitely is the case when you're first doing that technique. I find.
Yeah.
I think your calves are gonna get used to it.
Yeah,
eventually,
exactly. Yeah. Well, it's gotten leaps and bounds more used to it.
Yeah, that adjustment in the
past
beginning is
month.
a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's
though,
a
right?
huge
Yeah.
pain in the ass. But yeah, since been intentionally doing it for the past month of runs, it's been good. It's been getting a lot tough. Bro, I would go and do I remember doing like a fucking 5K when the first week I started running again since the weather turned around.
Brutal.
I couldn't walk. Dog.
Really?
It was tough to walk, bro.
I think a big part of it too is like you're running mostly on concrete in your case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That day I walked on I was walking on like a trail. I did
Oh,
on like a
shit.
trail. Yeah, anyway. But now after doing like a couple of 10Ks last week, I don't feel
You
shit.
don't feel shit. Yeah.
I mean, I'll feel like
It's crazy how like your body adapts to that kind of like.
Yeah.
It is kind of like grueling if you're not used to it.
I don't know if it's that. I think it's more just a case of superior genetics. To be
Yeah,
honest with
that's
you.
probably a big part of it. No, that's
Yeah.
definitely a big part of it.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I ain't no bitch, bro. Mama ain't raised no bitch. But anyway. Yeah, no, it's fucking good, man. Honestly, I like it. Especially another realization that I had during Newfoundland was like, man, this hiking shit, I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get why these
The
crazy
appeal?
motherfuckers are do these fucking long ass hikes and these Alpachani or whatever they're called.
Calling it now. This guy's gonna get into like rock climbing and fucking
Appalachians?
bouldering and shit. And just
Yeah, that's
be doing
different.
it
I
today.
did a little bit of that, but
Yeah.
I feel like with that.
This guy's in his nature era, bro.
Yeah, I feel like I am. I'm slowly
Yeah,
getting to the
yeah.
running. I read Cam Haynes' book on the plane ride, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
How long is that plane line? Like 3 hours?
The Newfoundland? Yeah. Just under 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a good time. But yeah, hey, that book's great, by the way. We talked about that a little bit.
Shout out Cam.
Shout out Cam. The guy's
Yeah.
a fucking what? He's like a modern hunter.
What's the book called again?
Endure. A
Endure.
great word.
Powerful.
Powerful Cam.
Yeah, if you like that, man, you got to check out David Goggins first.
Yeah, I gotta get into
First
that for
book.
sure.
I mean,
He's a
I don't
beast,
know, man. Maybe I got to take in the second book another run, but I only got like halfway into the second book. I'm like, this isn't as impactful as the first one to me, anyway.
But that perspective of just being a fucking hard human.
Yeah,
is
for sure.
really
Yeah,
fulfilling, you know?
1000%. Because I think like our mentalities is kind of cut from that same cloth. Maybe we're not onto the same degree, like nth degree, like these guys are, but I think it's relatable to us. Like for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you got to be like, bro, I'd be happy if I was like a quarter of what those motherfuckers
Exactly.
were.
It's inspiring, man. It's crazy.
That lifestyle though is sick. I think it's really appealing. Call it nature arc, nature era. Call it just fucking, steroids. But yeah, I think it's
No, I think there's value in that, man. Just like getting in touch with nature. Like there's like just what like dude, sometimes I'll just fucking go barefoot in my backyard and just like you ever hear of grounding? You know what grounding is?
Stroke it. No.
Yeah, just stroke it right in the right for my neighbors to watch. Exactly, bro.
I was grounding.
Grounding is basically this idea that like when like it helps you recover basically because you're what did you
I thought you were gonna say like how the Aussies do it, like they walk around in bare feet to be one with the earth.
I don't know if it's just the Aussies that do that, but
there's a lot of
well, I think just bro.
They'll literally
think about like
bro.
When did humans start wearing shoes? Like our foot is basically optimized to be walking barefoot, and so actually we do ourselves a disservice by wearing shoes all the time because our foot weakens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but grounding, from my understanding, is that like your electrons are interacting with the ground, and then it helps you recover. Let's actually look up like grounding, because honestly, I just kind of got into it intuitively, and then I found out it was actually a thing. Because what I found was, dude, it feels good to feel the grass underneath your feet. It really does.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And so, and then after, like during the summer, after training, or like even after a run, I'll take off my shoes before I go in, and I'll just like literally just stand there and like I'll grip the ground on some Filipino shit. But it feels fucking amazing. You know what I mean?
You'll take a camera too and start taking pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, it's like the nature toes niche is really in right now.
Oh, it's fucking huge,
dude.
bro.
It's actually
Put that shit on Strava, bro.
Yeah,
After
exactly.
a 5 kilometer.
Yeah, so because
grounding, sometimes called earthing, is the process of connecting the Earth's electrical
energy. Hell yeah.
The practice is rooted in the theory that the electrical charges from the Earth can have a positive impact on your body, your health, and your mood.
Definitely. In my anecdotal experience, it definitely it helps.
For grass, that seems not too crazy, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the Australians take it to I've seen some motherfucking Australian
on some
dudes,
sand shit.
No, they'll drive without fucking just barefoot. They'll walk like on fucking concrete.
Yeah.
They'll walk in malls.
That's like on expert mode level of what you're getting into right now, which is the nature thing. You know, if you continue along this path, you're gonna start like making your own granola. You're gonna start just deliberately going on walks barefoot. You're gonna start doing you might even do ayahuasca trips. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like in that stream.
Yeah.
This is fun. You've entered a dark path, not a dark path, but an interesting path.
Man, I'm just thinking, bro. Like I wasn't even thinking all the nature stuff. I was just thinking, bro, I want to do more. Like I want to do like an ultra marathon. You know, like
Jesus,
I wanted to, bro.
No. That's just your say. That's just your like you're just a psycho, just like me. That's really what it is. Yeah. Well, maybe me more so than you, I would say. I think both of us are just like, we have this trait where we look at something, if we're interested in, it's like, yeah, I think I could do that.
Yeah,
I think I could do that,
dude. All those fucking,
but take it to the nth degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I like, for example, I think I could run a marathon. Okay, now like mentally I've settled into, I could run a marathon for sure. Now I was like, okay, let's see how good I could, like how fast I can go, like what the pace is. You know what I mean?
Fuck, I haven't reached that plane yet, but maybe I'll start banging out these 20.
Exactly, but like, look, most people, it's like, yo, you want to do a triathlon? It's like, no, like the fuck, I don't want to do a fucking triathlon. Yeah. Meanwhile, on a whim, yo, you want to do a triathlon? I was like, all right, bet, let's go.
Lock that shit in right now.
Speaking of which, you gotta fucking sign up for that.
I
shit.
didn't fucking sign up for that shit.
I haven't signed up for that shit yet.
I haven't even swam yet.
I haven't even really trained for this. So the pool at my gym is 25 meters. I did the calculations. I gotta run that
30
shit.
laps.
30 laps, brother.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Dude, I struggle like because of my shoulders. I struggle with I don't know what stroke I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use the breaststroke, man.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to use the breaststroke.
It's the most reliable.
It's going to be slow as fuck, but freestyle murks my shoulders, bro.
You're not gonna die.
Yeah, I'm not gonna die. Exactly.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Apparently, like my one of the guys that trains with us, he said that he did one before as well, and he's just like, yo, it's kind of dodgy in the beginning when everyone's swimming. It's like you might get kicked by somebody.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just like
Right.
if somebody's like ultra competitive and like that's part of their game plan, just like stomp people as they go. You know what I mean?
People actually run those things trying to get first. I guess they do, eh?
Like deliberately like,
trying to get.
I don't know. I probably not. It's just fun to
Probably.
think about. That's all.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say
There's probably like one or two
fucking
dudes
try
that
hard.
kind of just like, dude, people get sex changes to fucking win in competitions. I wouldn't put
it's
it
not
past
too
them.
far fetched.
It's not too far fetched for
Yeah.
them to just like deliberately like, what do you call it? Sabotage someone's fucking chances of winning.
I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be first place in this triathlon.
Dude, that's just it is as a ABBA and Preach. Shout out those guys. I don't know if you watch that YouTube channel.
No,
But
no.
ABBA
Preach?
is just like, it is a sickness. It is a sickness. These people that get these, like, okay, for those that are actually having gender dysmorphia and like legitimately, like,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
you're going down that path.
But what I'm getting at is like, there are some people that I feel like, and I don't know these people at the end of the day, but there's got to be a portion of those people that are literally getting these sex changes, not because they have gender dysmorphia, but rather because they can't win in a sport as a man. Now they're going to go to a sport as a woman.
Ooh,
Maybe not all of them. Maybe not all of them, but wouldn't you think that there's at least a portion of them are
to taste some of that glory that they couldn't
Yeah.
get in the other side,
Exactly.
the original side. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm sure there are some psychopaths that's just straight up just fucking. I don't even know what to call them, bro. That's a different breed of.
It is a sickness.
That's a different breed of.
But
fuckery. No, but I mean to want to have that inherent advantage to win because you can't win as like
as
a
a
guy,
man, yeah,
You're a different breed, bro.
that's different, brother. That's
You're different.
You know what? I gotta give him respect for the dedication to win. Because if I can't win, it's just like, oh fuck. Well, maybe I'm not that good at it. Do I want to spend the time to actually really get
That's
good at it?
crazy,
Like,
man.
But then for some, like they'll make that leap. It's like, yo, if I just chop my dick off,
Yeah.
and I just say that I'm gonna fuck, I'm actually feeling like I'm a woman. Maybe I can win. I'll definitely win. Right. So actually, I think there's a story right now that in I don't remember if there was a particular sport, but there's some women that are suing in NCAA in NCAA.
Fair play.
I think it was actually like a run, like a long distance running, 500, 300 meters or something like that, and some dude won, or some
Long distance running. Oh, fuck, kilometers.
No. I think it's like track and field. Like, because NCAA, like college. Right?
Oh.
So I don't know if you could like see if you could search for that story. Search NCAA. Yeah. Women's sports. Transgender. Sue. Yeah. Yeah, this is the story. So yeah, let's open this one. Yeah.
This story is the
Bro.
transgender policy won't allow trans women athletes to compete in U.S. women's college sports. Here we see a picture of what I presume is a transgender
Jeez.
athlete.
That's a dude, I think.
Well, hey, you can't know.
I can't assume.
Can't assume, bro. It could be
Oh
a they and
my
them.
gosh.
What are we looking at here?
Yeah, the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletes. So basically, the governing body that oversees these kinds of policies approved the policy in it's a unanimous, bro.
Unanimous decision.
And you know what? Good for them, because I agree 100%. Like the transgendered athletes, if anything, should have their own category.
Yeah,
Like
their own category.
Inherently, it's
fuckery.
you're different. It's different, and it's so sad. Like for me, I will be pissed for the second place, third place, and think about it this way. Look, okay, like maybe there's like for a tournament, 10 people can qualify, and then now because of your want of inclusivity, you're gonna let some dude or some former guy that's competing as a transgender athlete take one of the spots for an actual woman. a real born woman
Yeah.
to take. I don't know. Like, is that a controversial take? Am I tripping? I don't know.
Yo, if they want inclusivity so bad, just fucking fend amongst yourselves, man. Bring in that new category.
It's wild when it's in MMA, bro.
Yeah.
It's wild when
bro.
it's MMA.
See some of these fucking MMA.
It's bad, man.
MMA exhibition matches, like the fucking 2-on-1s.
Yeah.
Big dudes versus the two.
Oh no, that's different.
girls.
No, that's
Yeah,
different.
but
that's
that's
different.
just
That's hilarious.
fire.
I think that was in Romania, bro.
Eddie
Bro,
Hall
it's
versus
wild.
those two midgets. Oh my.
Yeah, no,
God.
those fight cards are amazing, man.
Just a beast of a man knocking
So
out,
good.
like having two midgets face him. Oh
Yeah,
my
so good.
God, dude. He knocked one of them out cleanly.
I thought it was in Russia.
Dude, that's some
like,
anime shit.
What? Oh,
Just
the matches.
Yeah, the matches. Yeah.
You know, I bet you some Japanese dudes inspired to like
Probably.
create some anime around that.
Oh, I'm sure they probably already have. I'm sure that they took inspiration from those crazy Japanese dudes. I'm sure there's anime out there. That,
Chicken or the egg? What came
yeah,
first?
exactly.
Who knows?
Crazy.
But yeah,
demons.
hell, like, you know what? I think this is a good thing. I think this is a good thing.
100%.
You know
Dude.
what I mean?
I mean, anything to promote less cutting off of the dicks, bro. Like, just stay in your own lane, man. Figure it out, but without having to cut your own genitalia, man. And I'm pretty sure there's a stat out there that says that, like, the vast majority of people that run that regret it. So it's like,
Hey,
why?
man, it's your dick. If you want to cut your dick off, cut your fucking dick off. But don't try to go into a woman's athletic endeavor and try to compete as a woman just to feel the glory of winning. Earn that shit as a fucking as whatever as a dude, man.
Yeah,
You
there
know
should
what I
be the category they should make are like here's the man, here's the woman, here are all the other people that cut up
Hey,
their
man.
dicks.
I wanted to be in the NBA as a kid. I had these delusions that I wanted, like just like any other kid that watched basketball as a kid. Of course, you're gonna want to be in the NBA. Did I think to myself like, oh, there's a certain point where obviously I'm not gonna make it to the fucking NBA. I'm kind of vertically challenged, right? Filipinos, what the fuck? But did I think to myself, oh, you know what? I bet you if I just cut my dick off and say I'm a woman, or worse yet, maybe I don't cut my dick off and just say that, you know what, I'm a woman, I'm going to be able to compete. Maybe I get into the WNBA. And then now, if I'm sick, how cheesed are the women in the WNBA going to be? Because they're already pissed at an actual woman. You know, shout out Caitlin Clark. They're already pissed for her taking up all the attention and bringing more eyes to the league. You see how pissed some of these players are, and so how salty some of them are.
Oh, I saw
seen
that
that
one
shit?
that Angela Reese or whatever.
Oh,
She was
yeah.
just complaining. Oh, the league. It's not just Clayton Clark. It's
Yeah.
also I'm in the league.
Oh
too.
my god, it's hilarious. I live for
man.
that shit. It's so funny. It's so ironic. But actually, if you go to the one note real quick. Caitlin Clark went on a tear the other night too. I don't know if you saw the highlights on that or saw the game, but yeah, she's sick. But
She's fire.
I think where was it? Damn, I didn't put the link. But there was this lady. There was this lady on Instagram. I should have sent you the link on Instagram, but I think it was the previous the previous all-time scorer in NCAA like women's college basketball. Caitlin Clark beat her record. And then she had she was on there's this clip of her on a podium. She's like, she didn't break my record. She was all salty about it, basically. Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean she didn't?
Well, lady,
break my record. She broke it.
Go on YouTube, see if you can find it, because it's fucking hilarious how salty she was, bro. Oh my gosh. She's like, well, lady, she definitely broke it. So I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
She saw some fucking.
She was just salty. She was just salty. Just like a lot of the league is salty about Caitlin Clark. That's all.
At the end of the day, this is all good.
It is good because at the end of the day, it's all good for Caitlin Clark, 100%. Right? If anything, it's actually these ladies that are upset at her. These ladies that are upset at her for getting more of the attention, right, are doing themselves a disservice because they just look salty, bro.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look. At the same time, like, fuck, more drama is good too. All press is good press, man. At the end of the day, I think all this drama is just going to make the league bigger. Make it.
You think so? You think that there'll be? I think definitely there's a uptick in tickets.
Yeah,
look,
100%.
now it's on ESPN.
I mean, bro.
And so for like, I think what the play is for, it's so funny that and Bill Burr made this point on his podcast where he was just basically saying like, yeah, they're basically counting on the guys tuning in, because girls, do you think they were going to be watching WNBA, bro? Generally speaking, I don't think so. You know what I mean? They don't even want us like, and it would be it would be great, like what Bill Burr said, and this was what he was saying. He was just like, it would be great if the WNBA were actually watched by women as well, right? And was actually built up by women and supported by women, but you just don't really see that, right?
Yeah. I mean, bro, all I know is, man, if motherfuckers are talking shit, that's what makes sports so engaging and so fun. That's why we like the UFCs.
Yeah.
Those press conferences and shit like
Yeah.
that. Whereas in the NBA, the WNBA, it's all on Instagram, it's on social media. It's about he said or she said, I guess, in this case. So like these Kelsey Plums and these Angela Reeses of the world that are fucking hating on Caitlin Clark just to watch them the next game get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Is fucking that's good television, bro. That's good ratings.
Yeah.
Take my money, like let's have more of that. Even if they're not good.
Honestly, for me personally, it's just like, I find it just more like entertaining from the drama aspect.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, really. Like, don't get me wrong,
they gotta do everything to bring those views, to bring those eyes.
I don't watch NBA to begin with, so I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm gonna start watching the WNBA. But I know I definitely have seen more WNBA content over the past year, 2 years,
bro,
just on the backs of that, right?
Because now that I think about it, the NBA's kind of lost that, man. The NBA's kind of lost those rivalries in the sense that there's no. I mean, we're seeing that's why Ant's kind of going crazy right now too, like in the eyes of fans, because he's like bringing back
that chip on his shoulder type of deal.
That chip on his shoulder, trash talking mentality, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna win, your ass, I'm the best,
Yeah.
Whereas before, like that was what it was just across every team. Like you had one, like the back in the Jordan era, even the Kobe era. There were some heated rivalries, but now everyone's hugging each other and shit. And I mean that's great. That's good for just the wholesomeness of the sport. Yeah, for promoting sportsmanship. But at the same time, like, bro, why do we love the UFC again so much? Because like guys like Connor, guys like fucking like who talks really like Chael, they just make the entertainment value is huge.
No, yeah, so it's a certain personality, right? I think that's also part of the reason why hockey is. I wish, like, for me as a fan, I wish hockey guys were their true selves when they're on their mic.
Oh man,
because when you listen,
guys,
when you listen to actual, like, when you know how they do like mic'd up or whatever,
yeah.
But when you listen to them like on the ice, it's fucking gold. The way that they shit talk is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
They're some of the best shit talkers, bro.
Actually, I've never.
But then when they get interviewed like post game and shit, and then they're all like, because they have like this rule around suits or whatever. They're all suited up and just like and then and they all talk very like corporate and like professional and whatever. It's like, nah, just let them be, bro. Just let them fucking just go in on each other, because I think that's what, like, to your point, I think like we could all agree that hockey is the smallest league out of all like the major sports, right? But if they were to just kind of make that pivot and not be so fucking up their asses and just be so anal retentive about that shit, if they just relax their anus just a slight wee bit when it comes to these guys being their true selves,
yeah,
I think that would bring so many more eyes than
100%. And that's what I mean. Who knows? Maybe we're not taking, or we're taking the intelligence of these women basketball players for granted, and maybe they're five-heading us.
Yeah, you think so? It's deliberate.
It's deliberate.
You think so? Maybe. Who knows,
bro? Caitlin Clark just needs to come out tomorrow on some Conor McGregor shit. Just fucking.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah,
but there's probably her
sport.
Agents and shit are probably just like the thing is, she could play that goody two shoes role and get all of the corporate sponsors.
Yeah.
That's the argument against it. But the thing is, if you go into it not doing that, chill. Like you're like fidget, like you're like playing around.
Oh yes,
throwing
ADHD,
me off.
man.
Yeah, bro, chill. if you already were talking shit before you got big, you're kind of already grandfathered into it, and like the sponsors will take you even like because you already like that.
Right.
There's no like negative downside because it's already accept like the zeitgeist already knows you as that shit talker. But if it's Caitlin Clark that already has all these sponsorships with that where she portrays this image of like she's not this like shit talker, for example, she would potentially get sponsors dropped.
Yeah.
Right now, if she had the balls to just be like, you know what, I don't give a fuck, I think obviously other sponsors would come in and kind of fill that void.
Yeah.
But I obviously as a fan, that would be fucking amazing if she just all of a sudden just like, yo, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, y'all a bunch of hating ass bitches. And
Yep.
fuck you, you're cool, I'm out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, bro, that's what I mean. We're seeing that in the CGI, the Craig Jones or the CJI,
CJI.
Craig
Yeah.
Jones Invitational. He's going crazy right now with the marketing.
Yeah,
He's on
bro.
everyone's podcast.
I don't know, like you know what? I don't know if I agree on necessarily with like competing head to head with ADCC just like that, because I don't know that like I think it could have gone a different kind of way. But yeah, I mean, like the way that he's pumping this, he's making like literally making an offer to everybody that they can't refuse. So I don't know if more people have been announced, but I think Worlds is pretty much wrapped up now, IBJJF. So I think you might probably see a bunch of bigger, like more bigger names like starts getting announced to be signed up.
Dude, that super fight, if it actually happens between him and Gabby,
It's definitely happening. I think it's definitely happening. Yo, Gabby looks fucking juiced to the gills,
she
bro.
takes a fucking sip of that. She takes that horse fucking testosterone once before breakfast and then twice before going to bed.
She looks like she's not even using a regular sized needle. She looks like she's using like a fucking turkey baster to pump that shit in, bro.
She looks like she's got 3 chins in that bitch, bro. She looks like she's got a fucking. She looks like she's got 2 dicks,
bro. She looks like if she were to actually want to be compete with the men, like she would actually be able to make some noise. I feel like.
Let's put her up here right now. Gabby, what?
So for those that don't train, Gabby Garcia.
Pendejo? Oh,
Pendejo. Gabby Garcia is a black belt jiu-jitsu competitor.
Like, look at her.
She is just juiced to the gills.
She looks like a fucking anime character.
Bro, just scroll down a little bit just so you cut off her face, like on the image on the right. Scroll down just a touch where you just cut off her face. Bro, if you were just looking at that without her face there, that just looks like a dude with majestic hair and just like wearing a tank.
He just decided to wear a fucking bra that day.
you know the soccer players that wear fucking like bras like that.
She's the most.
What is that? Like, can somebody explain to me why soccer players wear that shit? I don't understand it. Have you seen this before?
Oh, yeah, I have seen that.
So let's pull that up real quick. Like soccer players bra.
Yeah, she looks like she shaves her mustache every Tuesday.
But Gabby, she's amazing, man. Like, we're just poking fun a little bit, but I think she's definitely she's got to be funny to be able to like obviously banter with Craig like that, right? Like what?
Hey,
I don't understand. Like, is there like is it a fashion statement? Is there like an advantage to doing that?
Probably just feels good.
Just feels good to just have your fucking breasts just like
feels good on the nips.
Just look at that. Let's scroll down a little bit more. The one that's like a cross. Scroll up. Where is it now? Where'd it go? Scroll up a little bit more. It's like an X across. Oh no.
Down here,
what happened? Yeah, that one with the nips out. That's wild.
That's some Dune shit right there.
Oh man,
dude.
I don't know. Maybe somebody in the comments can let us know. Like, what is the advantage of that?
It's just definitely for aerodynamics.
I think so.
Something to do with aerodynamics.
That's probably. I'd lean on that answer. I'd say so.
Yeah, something about the
Look at that image. Look at that. It looks like on the bottom left. Look at the woman that she's facing.
Oh yikes!
Oh my goodness, Barbara Nepomuceno.
Dude, Gabby Garcia looks like she fucking. Oh my god! Look at this. She got married.
Damn.
Oh, this dude just looks like he's fucking uncomfortable.
He likes getting choked out for sure,
He's just like, yo,
brother. Good for her, man.
good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
It's
Yeah.
a catch, man. She's one in a billion, bro. Like, how many women?
Yeah,
look
no,
like this in
I
the
don't.
world,
Bro, I would say one,
Probably
just one and done, bro. She's just
Probably
one.
only one, man.
She's an enigmatic presence, bro. Her aura's powerful, man. She's got like plus 1,000,000 points aura for sure.
She
Like,
just looks like she smells, bro.
yeah.
She
What makes
smells
you
like
say that?
body odor, bro.
You think so?
Fucking yeah. After a hard training day, she just looks like
Damn,
she smells
bro.
like fucking feet.
Probably cut paper with fucking her Adam's apple.
Man. No, that is.
I'm pretty jealous of how jacked she is, though. I wish I could fucking be jacked like that.
I want to look that Jack.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy genetics, man. I want to see.
Bro, look at the arms. Like the abs are one thing, but the arms are just like, brother.
Got it.
You think she might? Is she actually a legit? Like, is she a like a female or is she
I
transgender?
don't know.
I think she's legit a female, right?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, it's fucking.
hella transgender there, bro. Like, I don't know, man. That's like what, like, bro.
That's a very powerful chin, very chiseled.
She got all the genetics from her.
Right.
God damn. I didn't even know it was
arm,
physically
bro.
possible for a woman to look like that.
Brother.
Gotta be some fucking.
Do you think you
fuckery
that?
going on
Do you
with
think that
drugs.
you'd? She would probably mark me in jets. I would say so.
Yeah.
She would mark me. How big is she? She looks like 6'3", bro.
But yeah, marking us.
No. Wait, yeah. That's 95 kilos. God. Okay. So how about height? What's her height?
6 feet.
But shout out Gabby, man.
Yeah. So if that match happens, that would be insane.
Shout out Craig
I
Jones.
think Craig Jones, Brett. It would be. I would think it would be, not a bad look, but I think Craig's gotta, like, he can't go for the finish right away. He's gotta make it like.
Yeah,
He's gotta make it at least like a 5-minute match where he lets Gabby just go to town.
Yeah.
That would be prime television. Imagine, because
What
we've
kind of
never
positions
seen
would
that.
be hilarious for them for them to get into?
Like if Craig was like in a turtle position,
or Craig gets flattened out like from the back.
Yeah.
Like,
that would probably
up.
be
legs up. I want to see how he would actually escape something like that, because that's brutal.
I would love to see, like, the, how they do the slapping in jiu-jitsu competition.
Power slap. Oh, the combat jiu-jitsu.
Imagine if they could do slapping.
Oh,
Craig
man.
Jones versus Gabby.
Just backhand slap. That'd be
Oh, my
amazing.
God.
Spinning back fist.
Dude. So that's gonna be a crazy event, man. We're gonna see some crazy names. He's been promoting the fuck out of it. It's exciting. And I honestly, I like it. I think, Kate, like, even talking about the WNBA for a little bit too before this, I think all this stuff is good for growth. Like, whether it be the drama, whether it be the bickering between women,
right,
or the the conflicting schedules and how that kind of like takes away from another event. All this stuff is in the name of promotion. It's in the name of getting viewership, which is for some of these sports too. We're talking about two sports that need that is very important for them, for the livelihood of these two sports. They need the viewership. They need, they should 100% get more eyes tuned in, right? And I think for the growth of both of those sports, you got to do some of these hard things.
Yeah, the economics of CJI don't really make sense to me, but.
No, he's got that Saudi money. He's got that gas money behind him, or something.
I'm thinking it's either that or it's on some Bitcoin shit.
True, that's more likely
some crypto bros. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So I think it's happening in August. So that's definitely something that, as we approach, we'll probably see more signups, because, dude, that offer is pretty much unbeatable.
Yeah.
Like $1 million, like a chance at $1 million.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
it's hard to say no to.
It's especially for a lot of these guys. These are young guys that still have a long career ahead of them. This could set them up so that I bet you a good share of these people are also, like, not just training full time. All these guys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Maybe some of them still have jobs.
Oh, for sure. I think the average jiu-jitsu athlete at the top of the heat.
Yeah, unless you're even if you are like an ADCC champ, like, a lot of people just don't know you. IBJJF, I don't know a lot of those guys.
No.
They win, and then after they just like, what happens to them? I don't know. Maybe they're big in Brazil, but like, you know what I mean?
It's on some samurai shit right now. But I think if the people that are in the sport want to get paid and they want to do this for a living and train full time and do all of that stuff, and really take it to the next level, then you gotta fucking, you gotta do these things, man.
Yeah.
You gotta do these fucking things, bro. So shout out to Craig Jones, man. The guy's a legend. He's really putting fucking jiu-jitsu on the map with this invitational, man. There's a lot of eyes on this invitational right now.
100%.
It's gonna be streamed on YouTube for free. God.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So let me tell you about another annoying experience that I had recently. The Apple Store experience. I don't know about you and your experience with the Apple Store, but it's so frustrating.
I never go. I never get Apple.
So frustrating sometimes.
I don't do any of that.
It's not even like Apple Care, bro. Because I thought for the longest time that I needed like my my AirPod replaced, like my left AirPod. So I had it in my mind that I was just gonna go replace it because it's basically like there was this like interference or whatever, this like what do you call it, static that was coming out. And I was looking online to see if I could fix it. Couldn't really find anything, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna replace it instead of buying a whole new set because I don't need a whole new set. And to replace it, first of all, $130.
You might
for
as well
one
buy a
AirPod,
new
bro.
one.
Not really, because a brand new pair is basically $3, bro.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so
you're talking about the new, like the sound
AirPods
canceling ones?
yeah. So they have like the AirPods Pro. Yeah. So I go there and first off, I don't have an appointment. So yes, granted, I fucked up in that. Like, first off, I don't agree with the fact that you have to set up an appointment to Apple to to go in and get
They're busy as fuck, though.
I get it.
Like,
so
all the time. It doesn't make any sense.
So I eventually find someone, and then they put me on, and they're just like, okay, like, you'll wait for like 20-30 minutes for the next available rep or whatever. I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. Meanwhile, like, I already was just like, I just need an AirPod. Like, just give me an AirPod. You know what I mean? So they're like, no, you need to set up an appointment. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. So eventually, after like a half hour of just like, I actually took that time to just check out the iPads or whatever, which are fucking dope, by the way. I'm thinking about getting one. Eventually the rep comes and helps me, and without even asking me, like, so this is where they kind of fucked up in my opinion. Without asking me exactly what the issue was, he's just like, let me put it out for like an AirPod test or whatever, like this audio test, right? So he takes my AirPods, brings it to the back, and now I'm left there for another half hour, like, not knowing exactly what's going on. Like, apparently he went back there to do an audio test. So I'm already I'm already getting cheesed at this point.
Just to give you some context, my brother hates
I hate waiting. I hate waiting.
Hates it. It's like the fucking plague.
I hate it. Time is money, baby. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay, half an hour to do an audio test. Like, what the heck can they be doing, right? So eventually it comes out after a half hour. So mind you, I've spent an hour now without them even asking me exactly what's going on, right? So then he tells me, yeah, like, your case failed, both your AirPods failed. I'm like, bro, my AirPod is fine. The case is fine. I just need an AirPod. Like, just send me a replacement AirPod, please, right? So we go back and forth, and eventually he eventually goes back and gets me an AirPod finally. Right. So at this point, I'm like, okay, just give it to me, whatever. And then I start walking away. Now they're already closed at this point. So like, this is where they're like, letting people out and like locking the door or whatever. Right. So as I'm walking away, I realize it's not fucking working, bro. After all of that, it wasn't working. Okay. So I run back because I'm like, I don't want to come back here. And and by the way, when you get an AirPod, you have to give them back the broken AirPod, which is the dumbest. Like, why? Like, I don't understand. Just let me keep my AirPod. You need to keep my old AirPod. What the hell? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
So eventually, like, I got the biggest cut eye from the security guard. I'm like, bro, like, just let me in. Like, I can see my guy right there, right? And he eventually lets me in. And I'm talking to the guy that was helping me, and he was just like, what happened? I'm like, bro, it's not working. So we sit there for another half hour with him, like, disconnecting it, reconnecting it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the heck, bro? So then eventually I'm just like, so, like, have you seen this before? Like the staticky like thing? Like what's the common like answer? Like is that something? So mind you, an hour and a half in, finally we're talking about what the actual issue is. He's like, oh, it's just staticky. So he goes in and turned off transparency mode, and it
That's
fixed
it?
it, bro.
Yeah.
So I basically burned 2 hours when it's just like, yo, like that could have been solved in like 10 minutes. I was fucking livid.
You know what that probably was?
I was livid, bro.
You know what that probably was,
What?
right? They probably just wanted you to
Buy a new set, 100%.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm like, bro, like, so mind you, that guy, the guy that helped me, shout out him. He actually was like a good sport. Like he could see that I was getting fucking cheese, right? So he's like, yo, what can I do to make it like better? I'm like, honestly, man, like, I'm sorry that like you're getting the brunt of this because I know this is not your fault. But like you, like somebody should have asked me like exactly what was wrong with it, because like that could have just saved me like a whole fucking 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so long story short, I burned 2 hours just because no one actually asked me what the issue is. They just assumed they just tried to do that, and
Yeah.
they just wasted my time basically. So I was
That's what it
fucking
is.
pissed, bro.
They fucking, man, they just put you through the just waiting. They just
Yeah, pretty
wait.
much. No, it was torture, and obviously it's
Torture.
not lost on.
They do torture.
It's
They do
not lost
torture.
on me. That is a first world problem, 100,000%. But you would like, and so this is what I was actually joking with my rep eventually, because I'm just like, I accepted my fate after a certain point. I'm like, I'm kind of being a dick now. Like, my bad. Let me just chill here. You know what I mean? I'm here. Whatever. My like an hour and a half's already burnt. Let's just get through this, right?
Oh yeah.
But eventually I was just like, bro, like you guys make fucking amazing products. So eventually I was just like, yo, you guys make amazing products. I literally have, like, I've spent a lot of money with you guys. You guys make great products, but I gotta tell you, the fucking store experience is brutal. This is like, so he had an earful from me about just like,
Oh, yeah?
yo, you should have just asked me, like, maybe like things to improve on. You should have just asked me like what's actually wrong with it. You just came in, you came and just like took to do an audio test, which took you a half hour, and turned out that it actually you could have just solved it in 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, my bad, man. Yeah. Shout out that I forgot that what that guy's name is, but no, he's a good lad. He's a good lad. Yeah.
Hey man,
Suffered through it.
Yeah, some people just, bro. Some people just don't have what is that even called? It's like street smarts. They just don't have. They don't have. It's not common sense, because that dude sounds like he has some common sense.
Yeah,
I think it's just.
I think it's a training thing.
It's a training thing.
I think it's a training thing. I think fundamentally Apple.
Fundamentally training. Yeah, you could probably put it up.
Yeah, I think it's more in training, because the training should be, bro, before you do a fucking audio test, just ask the person what the issue is in the first place.
Yeah,
because like that's literally like troubleshooting 101. You know what I mean?
it's probably going in the back, just kicking it with the home.
But to your point, it could be just a policy of like, okay, let's go for the replacement, because that's basically like the while I was waiting, I was talking to these older people that like needed to get their Mac replaced, and bro, they dropped like 4Gs, dog.
Yeah,
they got murked. I'm just like, yo, if it were me, I would have done it a different way. I didn't want to make them feel too bad about it, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because, yo, like, basically the lady's screen wasn't working. I'm just like, yo, have you even tried to, like, just connect it to an external monitor? You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes just, like, the screen's dead, right?
Right.
But anyway, long story short, they got murked.
Bro,
4Gs. Because basically they got the iPad. Like, I think they got an iPad, like the Max of the Max or whatever. And then like the keyboard and like a bunch of like accessories to go with it.
Yeah.
I saw their bill. It was like, golly. But
one of the best. You don't get to the top of the top by doing fucking non-shady shit,
Yeah, but on other tech news, you see that Tesla's dropped their prices quite a bit on their
cars.
On their cars, eh?
Oh fuck yeah, sick.
Dude, and so I
think we're back, baby.
I saw a headline about how there's a lot of Teslas that are going unsold right now. That's why it's like they're doing these sales.
Supply and demand, my boy.
So I guess after COVID, like or maybe during COVID or right after COVID, they because there was a point in time I think that Tesla kind of got caught with their pants down, and they couldn't like satisfy, like there was on back order. Remember that time when Teslas were kind of like on back order, you couldn't get a Tesla
through the COVID and shit.
Yeah, exactly. And so then like I guess they just went on to mass production, and then now you can see like lots full of unsold Teslas, and
every car
apparently there's 46,000 extra vehicles that have gone unsold. And then
I looked at their financials recently. Just I think
Yeah.
because I was just looking at them. I think I got into a little debate with some of my homies on meme stocks and what are actually like stocks that warrant some kind of you know, actual tangible value. Because
Yeah.
like some of these stocks are ridiculous. Like Nvidia right now,
Nvidia,
I got a little bit.
wild.
I got a little bit. So it's
On a high or from like before?
before. So it's
That's sick. Yeah, Nvidia was a good choice.
we've been slapping on that one. But yeah, like it just some of those financials just don't make any sense at all because like you have like GME is another example of that, and that's another one that's been making some waves again because this roaring kitty dude. But yeah, I was just looking at their finance, and they're actually doing well. They every single year for the past like 5 years
still
just been up and up and up.
You know what's wild about the
Making
GME
sales.
thing about that Roaring Kitty guy, which is an amazing username, by the way. But Roaring Kitty is not doing anything, strictly speaking, illegal, from my understanding. Because he's not suggesting to buy any stocks or whatever.
No.
He's just basically showing everybody his plays.
Yeah.
Right. And I find it the whole GME thing in general. It's so weird that basically what the public are doing is exactly what these big like hedge fund like these investment funds are essentially doing as well. Right, in a sense that they're coordinating mass amounts of money to basically maybe prop up in some cases a stock that maybe is not worth that or whatever. So it's funny that like even just because the public are essentially using the same strats of like, you know what, let's kind of coordinate together to make these plays, that now it's a problem.
Right.
Am I seeing that right? Like that's how I understand it. Maybe based on your understanding of it.
Yeah, I think it's a little different just because GME is sort of an anomaly where you have the people that are doing this coordinated thing that are just kind of borderline autistic with it. Like they're not selling. That's
right. They're
basically
just
what's
hodling
happening.
it.
So it kind of all the economics textbooks and all those things that these guys are using just doesn't make sense because you can't apply it. It's not a normal thing, right? So I think yeah, like those guys have been doing it for years that way, like these hedgies and these investment funds and these fucking pension funds and whatnot. But this is a case where we're looking at a specific company where you have these Wall Street bet motherfuckers that are they're just a different
Bless
breed.
their souls, man.
Bless their souls.
Because some of these guys, like Roaring Kitty, brother, if they were to cash out now, holy shit!
But no, they're like, it's not
It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about
they look at it. The guy's like, I woke up and I looked at the price and it's not $1 million. And went back to sleep. No, it's just never selling. That's what one of them said. You know, like these apes, self-proclaimed apes, are actually living up to that name very, very, very well. And honestly, it's been a ride, man. Just as someone that's been watching it from the outside, looking in, like it's fucking, it's jokes, bro. Like these guys are fucking batshit crazy. Like I'll read some of these Reddit posts, and it's just like, dude, yeah, like this is a great like marketing read. Like this is like sick for like getting
for
people,
GME in general.
You know,
get people on board.
This is a sick community post, but what you're saying, it doesn't like really make you know.
It's not sound.
Is there any kind of like proof for any of this? Right. You know what I mean? Like, are you just like saying shit right now?
That's just okay. So actually, let me ask you a question. So when it comes to making when it comes to saying anything online, do you believe that it is a net positive to be anonymous at all times, or is it a net positive to actually stand on business and stand behind what you say? Because I feel like if you are actually verified as who you are, and then you say what you say, if you treat it the right way, you almost have to kind of ethically, believe in what you're saying and not just, kind of trolling.
100%.
Right? So where do you stand on that? Like, because I think there's obviously pros and for both. Like for the anonymity side of things, it's just like sometimes, it's you can't get obviously like harmed in a sense that like, if you say something off the wall, like now you might get socially ostracized, or maybe you lose access to your bank account, for example, like the trucker convoy, for example, right?
I forgot who said it, but someone brought up the point that I agree with wholeheartedly, that if you removed anonymity in the internet, I think the world would be a way better
Way better place. I think so too, right?
1,000,000,000%. Because you would have less bullying. You would have less people just talking shit for the sake of talking shit, like just fucking these.
They would have to stand behind what they say.
They have to stand behind what you say.
Yeah.
There's accountability there.
Yeah, there's accountability and ownership to it.
You can't just tell someone to fucking end themselves, you know, like some of these guys that genuinely contributed to like guys like
that's what's happened.
Like Twitch streamers fucking offing themselves.
Crazy.
Right? Yeah. Cyberbullying is fucked, bro. Like this next generation too is like, oh my goodness, bro. They live in the comments.
Embarrassing things are immortalized online.
Yeah, man.
Whereas like, you know, guys like you and I, like maybe more me than you, is like, bro, I lived in a time where the internet was just like, you got to dial up. You had to commit to fucking logging into the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. You gotta get that fucking telephone.
And even
then,
bro, like fucking videos. Whereas now, like, you know, if you did something stupid back then, it's just like, oh, like eventually people are gonna forget.
Yeah.
Now, look, bro, everybody got that video forever, bro.
Oh, bro. That's what I mean. Like, bro, like if it's like I guess the best analogy or the best way to kind of compare it would be, why do people, like the people that talk shit online, the vast majority of them have never been punched in the face. I forgot who said it, but someone said it.
Yeah, for sure.
And the people that have never been punched, it's because they're not going up to, like, if you were to say that at someone's face in real life,
there's
like
consequences.
There's consequences to shit that you say,
for
right?
Sure, yeah.
And that's why you get snuffed in the face for saying something that's out of whack, right? Whereas the people, like the internet has been, because of the anonymity factor in the internet, it's kind of made these. It
incentivizes people to be stupid.
It incentivizes them to be stupid, and it's kind of awarded them too to be like, yo,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. In some cases, for sure.
Yeah. So,
but at the same time, if you live under a totalitarian,
spoils the word. Before you finish that thought, sorry, the internet spoils people to have them be able to contribute and talk shit behind a screen, behind this
keyboard warriors,
anonymous wall,
so
that they're safe and comfy without the threat of them getting punched in the fucking face for the shit they say.
Exactly,
right? Which is
bullshit. I agree for sure. So I definitely agree with that. I guess so. On the other side of things, though, is if you live in a totalitarianism country, or one that is supposedly democratic but really not democratic, in a sense that they can shut off your fucking bank accounts,
you're fucked.
You're kind of fucked without that anonymity.
Yeah.
Like, say for example, if you and I were to say some outlandish shit online, if our government doesn't like that shit, there are some countries where they could just turn off your bank account. Because what is money, right? Like, it's basically, now in today's form, is all fucking zeros and ones online, bro. And, you know, unless you kind of like protect yourself against that, like now, thankfully, there are ways. So I guess what I'm getting at is almost like in my opinion, you could take the best of both worlds from both of them. So for example, you know, maybe the best route is, when it comes to saying shit online, you can't be anonymous. But when it comes to other things that, you know, based on with the government that you live in, if you want to kind of like shelter yourself from that, maybe when it comes to finances, assets, or anything like that, you need to be anonymous, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Because what if we say some outlandish shit, and then next thing you know, we don't have access to our bank accounts? Because technically, especially like Canada's getting a little bit weird when it comes to their internet laws, bro. Their censorship laws. It's fucking getting weird. It's headed to a weird direction, my guy.
I was just thinking, like, what if we were in fucking North Korea right now?
Yeah, well,
like this.
Exactly.
Like, how many things? Like, first they would get our bank account, like a 2-hour pod. Just a 2-hour window, they'd get our bank accounts.
Brother, we'd be fried.
The fucking SWAT over here. We're going to prison.
We
wouldn't even finish that.
We would go to a labor camp, bro.
We wouldn't even finish that.
Yeah, there would probably be a knock on the door right now.
Just foot first, bro. Oh my goodness. Yeah. God bless democracy. God bless the Western civilization, or whatever
for whatever we know of it right now. Anyway.
Yeah. For whatever. Yeah.
It's getting funky out there, boys. It's getting real funky out there. Well, I mean, hey man, like, I don't know what I'm seeing on the news right now, or at least what I'm seeing on the headlines is just like, looks like China's gearing up. And you know what? If you were China right now, if you wanted Taiwan especially given like the way things are right now, and given that there's an election coming up. Who knows, brother?
Yeah.
Who knows what's gonna go on in the next few
I
months?
just think a lot of these guys are just sick of all the peace going on, man. They want a little action.
I think so, man. I think that's definitely a part of it. It's like, yo, I got all these brand new shiny toys.
Yeah,
These
bro.
new weapons.
I'm
We
a
gotta-
fucking monkey at
We
the end
gotta
of the day.
fucking. We gotta.
Fuck
You know what I mean? We just
Show
gotta.
Doom's boss.
Fuck, man. But it's weird.
Motherland.
You know what I mean? I wish, like, maybe the best way to go to war with someone is not use explosives or anything like that, but
Scissor each other.
just no, just send balloons full of shit and trash
Yeah.
over the border and see who can win, like that way without using any explosives. You know, like we are seeing in North Korea. Speaking of North Korea, have you seen the stories that they're basically sending each other balloons full of shit?
No.
Yeah, so apparently, like,
Brilliant.
apparently, I don't know who started it,
Allegedly.
but apparently, South Korea. There's a South Korean activist group that sent pamphlets that are anti-Pyongyang. So Pyongyang is the
That's pretty
capital of the pronunciation.
Pyongyang.
Right?
Pyongyang.
But so they this activist group basically filled up these balloons, these weather balloons. So remember that story about the Chinese weather balloon that was going over North America, and then U.S. had to shoot it down, whatever. So they got these like weather balloons, and they shipped them over to North Korea, and they were filled with like anti-Pyongyang pamphlets. What do you call it? South Korean dramas. Those K-pop like songs on USB keys or whatever, and then North Korea responded by filling a bunch of balloons with basically shit and garbage, and so
Amazing.
they were basically getting like aerated with balloons full of shit, and that's what's been popping up in South Korea.
That's amazing.
Right? So, hey, man, like, so what?
That's one way to.
That's one way, right? I
between
thought it was
borders.
fucking hilarious when I saw that shit. I'm like, bro,
Dude.
imagine like you just show up, you just like, open up your front door, and then next thing you know, there's just like where the fuck did this come from?
Fucking dog shit on my what?
Not even just dog, maybe it's human feces, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
You know what I mean? Just actual, it's like
What is
sludge trash.
What is it about the Eastern world and shit? Like Asians particularly. There's like Chinese motherfuckers that just take shits in public.
Dude,
That's Koreans
that's
are
on some mainland
shitting
shit.
in fucking balloons and sending them across the border. Like, fuck it, hey man. They get weird about their shit. Kind of like how the Western world gets weird about their feet.
Now that's something that I would agree when it comes to the social credit system. Like, you should have negative social credit if you are caught taking a shit in public. 100%.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's like a common thing in China. And hey, man, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just what I see on the interwebs. You know what I mean?
Dude.
I've seen videos of just like random people just taking shits in elevators, and just like, have you seen that kid that's like in gym
Basketball?
class?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. And the coach is
Wild.
like, what the?
So wild, dude.
Mainland China, bro. You know?
Yeah, they're crazy over there. They're crazy about their shit, man. They're crazy about a lot of things. They want to go to
Yes.
war. They want to fucking shit in public. Like, fucking A, bro.
Gosh, man. What else we got?
What else we got? I don't know. You want to get into these? You got a little bit of these shorts, right?
We got a few shorts, but
Maybe.
maybe we could just wrap this
Yeah, we could.
before we get into the
Wrap
shorts
it.
then. All right, so that was another episode of Yes and Perhaps, episode 23, the Jordan episode. Thank you for tuning in, as always, and we'll catch y'all next time.
We'll catch y'all next time.
Peace!
Appreciate it. Goodbye, everyone.